It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Isabel Everett with Hunter News. The woman who drove her car off a cliff at Bar Beach last week, fracturing a woman's leg on the beach below, reportedly has a history of mental illness. The 46-year-old did not appear in Newcastle local court yesterday, with her solicitor applying for her to be taken to a mental health facility for assessment. The matter was adjourned until next week. She remains under police guard in John Hunter Hospital after she was refused bail. A Lake Macquarie man will face court later this month after allegedly leaving a suspicious item at the Williamtown Defence Base. An exclusion zone was set up on Wednesday, however the scene was later declared safe. The 60-year-old has been charged with leaving an article which creates a false belief of danger and will face Raymond Terrace local court on October 19. Investigations are ongoing. A Hunter family is mourning the loss of their 17-year-old son who drowned in rough surf at Diamond Beach on Wednesday. The Belmont High student was seen struggling in rough seas, with his father attempting to save him, also finding himself in trouble in a rip. He was later rushed to hospital, suffering water inhalation. Dungog, Cessnock and Singleton councils will receive hundreds of thousands of dollars in economic assistance from Phase 2 of the Bushfire Community Recovery and Resilience Fund. Other councils and not-for-profit or non-government organisations are also eligible for smaller grants from the second stream of funding. Line MP David Gillespie says local groups should consider using the money to help rebuild and support social infrastructure in small towns.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical bit of kit, but education programs, how to prepare for bushfires, how to prepare for any hazards and community activities that bring people together. But like I said, with the COVID restrictions lifting, I think you'll see more of those sort of regular community events getting people back to a sense of normality.
A treatment centre at Waratah is now using a high-powered magnet to treat depression. The treatment, known as transcranial magnetic stimulation or TMS, stimulates the brain and can also be used to treat post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety. It's typically used for people who don't respond to medications such as antidepressants. The treatment is now on offer at ProCare at Waratah and Toronto Specialist Medical Centre. Maritime authorities are urging Hunter boaties to be responsible on the ocean this weekend, as National Safe Boating Week ends and boating season officially begins. There are estimated to be almost 2.7 million boaties across Australia who could hit the high seas as the weather heats up. Marine Rescue New South Wales's manager Steve Raymond says both experienced boat owners and brand new boaties need to keep safety in mind this boating season.
One thing is always to make sure, keep an eye on the weather, know what the weather's predicted to do over the time that you're prepared to be out. And always, make sure that someone knows where you are and what time you're due back. So if you're running late at all, that we can start looking for you as quick as possible.
And briefly, the Premier and Health Minister will visit the Hunters today to unveil details about John Hunter Hospital's new Health and Innovation Precinct. Newcastle Council will officially launch the program for the new annual Arts Festival tonight, set to be held in February next year. And new data revealing 90% of fatal crashes occur outside major cities has prompted a warning for drivers exploring regional parts of the Hunter this long weekend.
2NURFM Sport.
Knights lock Mitch Barnett has strongly denied racially abusing Titans forward Tyrone Peachey in last week's loss on the Gold Coast. The back rower claims the incident was a misunderstanding, but says he's happy with the discussions the allegations have generated about racism in the NRL. Barnett will line up for the Knights in their sudden death semi-final against the Rabbitohs at ANZ Stadium on Sunday. Goanna's coach Todd Edwards hopes the club will gain some much-needed momentum from tonight's match against Lakes heading into the playoffs. Cessnock have played just 2 matches in the last 6 rounds following a series of bye rounds and a rescheduled draw. Wallsend and Hamilton Wickham are set to start their Newcastle District cricket seasons later than expected. The clubs will play a 40-over match at Ron Hill Oval next Sunday, with other teams starting the season a day earlier. And Branxton Greyhound trainer John Miles is hoping Not Today and Lately continue their run on form when they compete at the Gardens tonight. And the winning Powerball numbers are 11, 15, 16, 18, 22, 26 and 30, and the Powerball is 4. That's the latest in Hunter News. I'm Isabel Everett. 2NURFM News Time is 26 to 9.